Hello, welcome to day 7 of Align to Sign More Clients. I, again, muscle tested now what would be the priority goal for us to work on and clear today. And what came through was, again, from this beautiful, rekindled Ancient Wisdom affirmation book. But this is book 3. And this is about clearing programs that run through our mind. So programs of things like, when someone says something like the one that came up was good things come to those who wait. So that's the program we're actually clearing. They're often things like, let me give you an example of other programs we might be running by. Things like money doesn't grow on trees, or what else is here? Life is tough. Out of sight, out of mind. See, these are some of the ones that come up here. It's too good to be true. Life's too short. Like things that people often kind of say that we can then take on and kind of live by when we don't need to. So what we're clearing is this program of good things come to those who wait. And in relation to the specific goal of I know exactly what I need to do now, and I implement this knowledge. And I love that because we've just spent the past 6 days doing, or maybe you binge listened in one go, which is also great. We have just been spending this time together, clearing different blocks, different emotions, bringing your body and your business into congruence and balance and alignment. And it just makes sense that the last episode is about actually taking action to implement what has come through. And I think this also is a really nice time to remind you about the worksheets / the little form that I created, because within that you'll have a really nice little overview of the week. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, there is a form that I've linked in the show notes. If you fill out every day's block in there and send it back to me by the deadline that I've listed on the form, you'll go in the running to win 2 weeks of free coaching inside my membership Coaching with Cass. And then you'll also have this beautiful, as I said, a bit of an overview of your week, things that insights that came through, actions you want to take, all of that. So good. So what has come through? I just pulled a card, and empathy has come through. Empathy in the earth. I think this is our first earth card, earth and spleen. So it's card 40. So again, we're going to just check in your rating out of 10. Out of 10, how aligned do you feel when I say, or you can say it out loud, I know exactly what I need to do now, and I implement this knowledge. Just giving yourself that rating. And I'm going to go over to the Earth card. So Earth element, spleen, meridian. Earth relates to our boundaries, nourishment, well-being, and self-care. It contains and allows and supports. It's stabilizing, grounding, nurturing, and it holds space. And so I think this is why it's come up so beautifully for this last episode. It says here, it creates borders of a space, for example, or a room, or limits. So if we think of your business is earth energy. Your business contains and holds and nourishes and nurtures. So it says here, anything that supports and protects something else is full of earth energy, from your home, your office or workspace, your couch, your bed, your desk, the cup holding your tea. If you pull an earth card, you might be needing to slow down a little, turn inwards, rest, and increase your self-awareness, or spend more time nurturing and nourishing yourself or things that you love. You might also be called to create more stability or ground yourself more deeply, to look at where you need to lovingly protect and support your boundaries. That's so beautiful. Okay, and spleen is the builder of blood and energy. It supports us to find the sweetness in life and to process thoughts and the high level of information that we take in. It helps us to focus, feel mentally organized, have faith in the future, and center and concentrate on ourselves, supporting us to feel more grounded. So perfect. So that's the energy we're going with. Earth and spleen, the sweetness and joy of life, those beautiful, nourishing, nurturing boundaries, the container, the space holding, that is your business. And also then the self-care, this is where self-care sits in this earth energy. It also sits beautifully in spleen of that sweetness, that joy. And so I think that's coming also to support you. I know we talked about boundaries earlier in the week with the protect and support goal that we aligned with, but this is coming up again to be create these boundaries, create the boundaries, not just boundaries within your business and not even just the boundary or the space holding of your business, but also the boundaries within for yourself, for your self-care, so that you have the sweetness and joy in your business. And if we bring it back to this goal of the two things, was shifting the programming of good things come to those who wait, which what does that mean? If we shift that, it means actually I get to receive the good right now. I get to receive the good right now, today, exactly as I am. And I know exactly what I need to do now to implement this knowledge. All of this beautiful inner work that we've been doing this week of this, the clearing, the aligning, the kind of like reorganizing things within yourself, expanding and shifting your self-concept, clearing and healing energy leaks. When we do this work, and you don't have to do a whole week of it before you take action, obviously, but when we do this inner work first, then the action becomes a much easier expression of the space that we've created within ourselves, of the clarity, the congruence, and that expressed action becomes those next steps. It becomes your strategy. It becomes like the steps that you're taking to create and call in what you have aligned with on an internal level. So the card here, empathy, is where are you maybe taking on another person's feelings too strongly? It's interesting because initially, like empathy, I'm going to have to like keep feeling into how this really relates to implementing your knowledge and taking action. I think it's probably, I'm going to keep reading, but like what comes to me is just about being kind and gentle with yourself, like having empathy for yourself and an understanding of what you, how to do it, how to take action with empathy for yourself, with love and care and compassion. So yeah, the question here is like, where are you maybe taking on someone else's feelings too strongly? What just dropped in there was where you may be worried about taking action in your business in relation to someone else. That's it. So taking action, like, I don't know, becoming more visible. Who do you think, like, does someone come to mind that you're worried about showing up in front of them, or you're worried about being seen in front of more people, or like if you are a very empathic / empathetic, I never know what is the right word to say, person, how can you take action and implement in your business while also deeply caring for yourself? And that's why earth energy comes up, right? Boundaries and self-care. Two more questions are, what would it look like to lovingly release this back into the earth? So to lovingly release maybe the like feeling like you're taking on someone else's thoughts too much, or your perception of their perception of you. So if you're worried about what someone's thinking about you, remember most of the time it's your perception of their perception of you. It's not the truth. It's what you're thinking they're thinking of you. And then this third prompt here says, where could you be a little gentler or kinder to yourself, and how? So where do you need to give yourself more empathy? And, you know, we've talked so much this week about, I mean, the whole lens has been growing your business and signing more clients from your enoughness, from sufficiency, from trusting your worth and your value, and using your body to guide responses. So making space in your body, clearing and balancing energy, so you get this really clear line of intuition, insight, information that guides your next steps. And so I feel like this is also coming up, this card of like, great, can we, as part of this implementation of this week, could you congratulate yourself? Could you give yourself, like, actually give yourself a hug? Can you do that now? Like, cross your arms over each other and actually give your body a little squeeze. And I did this in a meditation the other day. They were like, give your body a hug. I was like, okay. And it was so lovely. So a little hug or hand on heart, and just acknowledge and witness what you have done for yourself and what you've cleared and shifted, and how you showed up for yourself through every day, every, you know, balance that you moved through, every awareness that dropped in, any action that you took afterwards, any journaling, or you might have been implementing each day as you go. And there's something here of like, can you receive that? Thinking of earth energy, it's this receiving as well. I mean, lots of heart stuff this week for receiving, but earth is also like the space in which you get to receive that as well. So that's what's just come through. I'm just going to muscle test if there's anything else to do. And there isn't. Such a cute mini episode for this last day. So checking in now from that of, well, I'll just ask you this question. Now that you know exactly what you need to do now and how to implement this knowledge, what are you going to do? What is one thing that you're going to do in the next day or week, or 3 things. I wouldn't go like, don't write a huge to-do list, but just a couple of things that you're going to action and implement from listening to this 7-day series. What are you going to do, and how are you going to implement all the clarity, the space, the whatever it is that's dropped in for you? What are you going to do to implement it? So good. Okay, so anything else to do? Nothing else to do. Session is complete. So what I would love to offer again is now to just test that rating again out of 10. How aligned do you feel when I say, I know exactly what I need to do now, and I implement this knowledge? And then again, make sure you fill out that form, send it back to me, and I'll be in touch. You'll go in the running to win 2 weeks of coaching and coaching with Cass. And thank you so much for joining me for this Align to Sign. You can come back and listen to these episodes whenever you want. Now that you've done it, most likely from day 1 to 7, you can just come back in and listen to any day in any order. You're always going to get what you need. You're always going to shift and clear something. And it's always going to land a little bit differently, because when you listen to it again in the future, you're a little bit different than the you that you are today. So new insights will drop in, new connections will be formed. You will always receive what you need from these sessions, these episodes. And if you'd love to come and do this work with me privately or in my membership, come and just send me a message on Instagram or send me an email. All the links are in my show notes, and we can dive in, and this is the work that we do. So I will always blend kinesiology with NLP with this, so all of this beautiful energy balancing. There's mindset work, there is this belief change work, and then there'll be beautiful strategy, really clear next steps. We can map out launches, offers, pricing, pitches, big, future plans, next steps in terms of product suite and your body of work, and nitty gritty sales pages, like social media strategy, pitching off and growing your business off social media. So it's always this beautiful blend of whatever you need most, and through the lens of growing your business from your enoughness. So I would love to support you to do that in whichever offer is going to be the most aligned for you. So come over to have a look through my website, through my current offers. Come and send me a message on Instagram. We can chat there or jump on a call. We'll make a beautiful plan that feels really solid, really expansive, and really what you need at this moment in your business growth, wherever you are. So lots of love. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I loved recording these for you, and I can't wait to receive your forms back and just take note and just check in to see what shifted for you, what moved as a result of this work, and to connect in that way. And if you aren't sending in a form, all good, I still love you. And I'm excited for you to just experience the shifts that come through with this work. Lots of love, and I will catch you soon on the next episode.